Have you ever noticed large green scum laying on the top of a body of water? On my way to tennis every day, I would pass a pond that was consistently filled with green algae. I did some research on this and decided to submit a project in the science fair studying levels of nitrate and phosphate in runoff water and the corresponding levels on algae growth in the sample of water from a lake. This led me to win many prizes but also want to solve a national problem. Nutrient pollution is one of America's most challenging environmental problems. The nutrients that cause eutrophication and excess algal growth are nitrogen and phosphorus, which are present in commonly used fertilizers. Through runoff, these nutrients reach bodies of water, some of which are our sources of water. These nutrients can cause toxic algal blooms that are very harmful. Did you note that in 2014, because of all of the toxic algae in Lake Erie, they had to shut down their water system for 3 days because of all the people getting sick? The fishing and tourism industry also lose $1 billion every year due to nutrient pollution. But maybe there's a way to stop this problem and catch it at its root. Fertilizers are always sprinkled on top of the land they have to fertilize. This is how we ensure that our land is getting fertilized and how much of the fertilizer gets into the runoff water and into our bodies of water. Much of the fertilizer in the runoff gets there also because of over-fertilizing, which occurs because the soil can only hold a certain amount of nitrogen. Most of the runoff comes from urban areas, which includes neighborhoods and other places in cities. What if we created a drone that could measure the concentration of nitrogen in the soil and then deposit the necessary amount to places that need more? The fertilizer would be stored in the drone and injected 6 inches into the soil. This will also reduce the amount of fertilizer being used. The amount of nitrogen in the soil would be measured using chemiluminescence, which is a chemical reaction that uses ground-level ozone, nitrogen dioxide, and nitric oxide to measure nitrogen levels. It will cause the nitrogen to emit light, which will be measured by a photomultiplier tube, which measures the intensity of the light. This new innovation can put the green back into clean.